Hi, it's John, and welcome to the channel 4:57 a.m. on Tuesday, March the 4th, with the big blue mug of coffee coming in handy at this early hour. Hope you're having a great day today, and welcome to Trump Tariff Day, March the 4th, 2025. And honestly, I have no idea why this is happening. It doesn't make any sense at all, but folks, here we are on March the 4th, and we're in uncharted territory today because tariffs are coming in today, unless something miraculous happens within the next 24 hours. I woke up with a couple of questions today. First question was, what has Justin Trudeau and our government, we don't have a government right now, the most dire situation in Canada in decades. We haven't got a government right now. What has Trudeau been doing since February the 1st? And is this exactly what the Liberal Party wants to happen? And I'm going to say it again. The Liberal Party cares more about power than they care about you. Are they using this in order to win the next election? Let's go back to February 1st when Justin Trudeau said this.
Tonight, I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods.
So in the same press conference, somebody asked him this.
Good evening, Prime Minister. Stephanie Taylor with the National Post. What does it tell you about your relationship with President Trump that you've been trying to get a hold of him and he hasn't been speaking with you?
I think this is a time where we've all remarked on just how active President Trump has been in engaging with a wide range of topics in his first weeks in office. As you all know, I've had many good and substantive conversations with President Trump over the past months.
Great question. And obviously, he hadn't spoken to him very much. He had been very busy at that point. Well, Trump has been very busy since he was asked that question on February the 1st. How many times has Justin Trudeau spoken with Trump since then? I think it's kind of important. This is a huge thing for Canada. You'd think Trump would be on speed dial. You'd think he'd have asked to go to Mar-a-Lago or Washington to have a sit down to iron this issue out. But that hasn't happened. So what has Trudeau been doing? Well, you can go to the Government of Canada website and they have the itinerary of the Prime Minister there. Now, there could be situations where things are not on record and Trudeau has spoken to Trump, but I'm going to go through what is on the website. I went through every day since February 1st up until today to find out what Trudeau has been doing. So let's look here. This is the address, 9 p.m. The Prime Minister will make that announcement, and you saw part of that right there. Let's go back to February the 3rd. He spoke with Trump on February 3rd right here. And on that same day, Reuters wrote this story. Trump pauses tariffs on Mexico and Canada, but not on China. And that meant we were going to have the tariffs coming in on March 4th, which is today. And then the next time I see anything listed on the official itinerary of the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, is on February 22nd, where he spoke to Trump once again on the progress we had made. So let's read this. The Prime Minister and the President of the United States spoke today about the war in Ukraine ahead of Monday's virtual G7 meeting. The Prime Minister also updated the President about shared progress at the Canada-US border combating fentanyl, including the work of Canada's new fentanyl czar and Canada's listing of cartels. The Prime Minister noted seizures of fentanyl at the border have decreased. That's the last thing since February 1st that was listed on the Prime Minister's itinerary. From what I can find out, he hasn't spoken to Trump since that point. So where are we now? Well, we know over the last month that we've had this leadership campaign going on, and the Liberals have been using Donald Trump to great effect to raise their poll numbers. Mark Carney even at one time said he'd be the best negotiator against Donald Trump, better than Pierre Poilievre. That's what a poll said. But they have been using Donald Trump in order to push up their poll numbers and I think get an advantage in the next election. But where do we go from here, folks? Where are we going from here? I mean, we're in uncharted territories. Here's Doug Ford. over the last 24 hours. This is crazy, folks. Ford, who just got reelected with a huge majority, and I think Donald Trump, and talking tough about Trump helped him there, this is what he's saying he might do now that these tariffs are coming in today.
We keep the lights on to 1.5 million homes and manufacturing in New York, in Michigan, and in Minnesota. If he wants to destroy our economy and our families, I will shut down the electricity going down to the U.S. And I'm telling you, we will do it.
Holy crap, he's threatening to shut off energy and freeze people in the United States of America. Now, I'd be interested in seeing that happen. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but I want to see what happens to people in the middle of wintertime when energy's cut off, because I'd like to see Alberta do that to Quebec when they deny us having a pipeline going out east. But this is where we are right now. This is uncharted territory. Now, is this what the Liberals wanted? This has helped the Liberals. I think they're sacrificing you to maintain power. I believe that. But where are we right now? We are in a siege situation right now. That's where we are. Unless things change quickly and somebody backs down, we're in a siege situation. What's a siege? Well, it's a military term. Here it is on the screen for you. A military blockade of a city or fortified place to compel it to surrender. We're in an economic siege right now. Somebody's going to have to back down. But what's going to happen if the Americans back down? I don't think that's going to happen. What happens if we back down? What do we have to give the United States? Do we have to declare we're the 51st state? What is going to happen here? It's unbelievable. And why is Donald Trump doing this? Nobody seems to know why Donald Trump is doing this. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's really quite callous. The only thing I can think is Trump thought he could influence the next election and get a conservative government elected by putting pressure on the Liberals and making them look weak, but things didn't play out the way he planned. Trudeau resigns on the 6th. We've got a leadership campaign, and now these tariffs are the reason why the Liberals have gone up in the polls. They're going after Donald Trump, and Trump is not going to back down at all, ever, about anything. Can you see him backing down on this? No. So he got between a rock and a hard place, and he has to impose the tariffs. That's the only thing I can think why he would do this to us right now. So where do we go from here? It's going to be interesting to find out. There could be some real hard times coming. Folks, everybody's talking about buy Canadian. Folks, I buy what's the least expensive because it's so expensive to live here in the country because of the Liberal Party. The reason we're in this situation, again, is because of the Liberal Party. We've got to elect a conservative government. It's the only way to get out of this mess. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel as well. Ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.